Good morning everyone. Now this is not exactly an HTML tutorial. In the first tutorial I mentioned something called a web page editor, for example Google Adobe Dreamweaver, but in this tutorial we'll just be working on an upgrade of Notepad. Now this is the Notepad that we have been using to create our HTML codes. Now the interface itself is it's a big turn off, and it's I just have one option, format, which includes word wrap and font. So this is not a very impressive interface if you are working on big web pages. So what we can do is install a software called Notepad++. You just go to Google and search for Notepad++. Now you'll get this link. So click on the first link. It will take you to the Notepad++ homepage. Now we have different versions. So I have this version called 6.2.3, and for some reason they have named it end of the world edition. So just click on that, and just scroll down and you'll get the download button. So click on download. Now I have different download links. I have an installer, I have a zip package, and among other things. So just click on this installer link, and Chrome will start downloading Notepad++. It's a small file, 5.6 MB. Now I already have this downloaded, so I'll not be downloading it now. This is the installer. So hopefully if you click on next, I agree, and next, it will install automatically. Now you need to have 15 MB of free space in your hard disk because it requires 14.8 MB. So I already have this installed. Now this is my shortcut for Notepad. So just when you run Notepad++, so the first basic difference that you'll notice is that this is a more complex interface than what I had in Notepad. I have different options. I have a run, I have different plugins that I can install, I have settings, encoding. So I have a lot of options that I can work with. Also I can record my screen, and among different things. Now the second difference is you see this one over here. Now if I press enter, so these numbers actually represent the line number. For example, if I have my HTML starting code in line 1, so I have my HTML ending code in line 9. So in future when you are editing your HTML code, so if you know the line number, so this makes it easier to sort out and edit in future. So these are the line numbers, and let me write a few tags and I'll save them to show you a difference. Now this is I don't have anything in my body, so I'll just go ahead and save it. Let's say as index, and I'll select the file type as hypertext markup language. So and I'll just save it. Now you see I have this red button over here and this button. So what are the functions of this button? Now this button can actually collapse the whole body. So when I click on this, so this collapses the whole body, and again when I click on this, so this expands everything that is inside the body. Now I've discussed something called nesting. So those of you who have seen the first tutorial, this body is actually embedded inside HTML. So when I close the HTML, when I collapse the HTML tag, so body will automatically collapse because it has been embedded inside HTML. So again I expand, so again body will expand. So for example, if you have some tags and you don't want that whole section to appear in your web page, suppose it's taking too much space and you don't have to edit that in near future, so you can just collapse them, and when you have to edit them you can just expand them. So this is also a good feature, I'll say. Notepad++, all the tags are represented by a different color. For example, if I'm using the anchor tag, and for F, you can see when I type href, it appears in red color. So this is and for example, another example can be the comment tag. For example, if I have this comment tag, so you can see it appears in green color. So these are the different colors. So you can spot a tag based on their color. So this is also more colorful, and you can say it's easier to sort out and edit in future. Now one more difference between while working Notepad++ is while we have two types of tags. are paired tags and unpaired tags. So while working in paired tags in Notepad++, it's the same as what we did in Notepad, but in unpaired tags, for example, let's say horizontal line tag. Now when I use this tag in Notepad, my tag was complete, but this is not a complete tag. When I'm working in Notepad++, I have to put a space after HR and use this / line. Now this tag is complete. So this is the difference. While we are using unpaired tags, we have to complete the tag in this way. So this is the format of an unpaired tag. Now I can just save it. Now one more thing is that I can just go to run and simply launch in whatever Internet Explorer or whatever Explorer you are using. So this is also a kind of shortcut. So I'll just launch it in Chrome, and you see I have this horizontal line. I have nothing else in the body, so it is displaying in horizontal line. So I'll highly recommend you to install this Google Notepad++. So this is a very good software, and we have already worked with many different sections in HTML. So you can also try all those, that if they're working or not. Now I found this website, validator.w3.org. So this is the homepage of this website, and if you go to validate by direct input, so you can just copy your HTML code if you are not getting the desired result. So you can just copy this your HTML code in this area, and you can click on this check button. So whatever errors are there in your HTML coding, so it will display all the errors once you click on check. I don't have a sample right now, but you can make an error in your code, and you can paste this over here, and you can check that it's a very good website. It actually specifies what errors are present in your code. So this is also something very useful. So again, I'll recommend you to install this Notepad before you move any further. So that's all in this. Thanks for watching, and again, you can subscribe to my channel.